Hello everybody, it's Corey from Gemini Guitar, back for some acoustic today. This one's kind of atmospheric, a little bit of an Opeth vibe to it, which is never a bad thing. The voicings themselves are reasonably simple, there's no stretching or anything, but the picking technique may be quite challenging for some of you out there, and makes it sound really interesting because of the accents that we're going to add, and I'm going to explain that as we go. Okay, so the first chord that we're going to be using has the notes E twice in different octaves. Oops. We've got the B flat, the open G, B string, sometimes the high E string. What we're going to do with this is we're going to pick it like this. So we're going to go two downs and then alternate. Now we are in a 7/8 time signature. For anyone that hasn't done it, it can sound a bit intimidating, but it's not really. It's basically just almost a full bar, just minus half of a beat. The tricky part about it is putting the accents in where they should be to emphasize that it's the 7/8 rhythm, or 7/8 rhythm I should say. And once you can do that, you'll find it will start to flow really well. If you don't put the accents in, you can get a bit lost. So my recommendation is if you can't do it quickly or quicker, then slow it down a bit till you get your accents right and then gradually speed up. So let's look at bars 1 and 2. One of the benefits of this type of voicing is it really doesn't matter if you play quote-unquote the wrong string, because we can use all of these strings. So if you happen to hit a string that you're not meaning to hit, it'll still sound good anyway. And that pretty much goes for any chord that uses all 6 strings, so just keep that in mind whilst you're arpeggiating it. So the next voicing's very easy to do. We just leave the middle finger, then place the third over at the 9th fret. Exactly the same strings and picking pattern. What I like to do here though is, because we're in the territory of around the 7th fret and our index finger's freed up, I like to chuck in that natural harmonic at the 7th fret on string 2. You could do it on string 1 as well if you wanted. Just makes more sense on the 2nd string, a little bit easier. So let's have a listen to that slower tempo. So proceeding to the next voicing, again there's only 2 fretted notes here, and the alteration's very easy as well. So it's mainly about the mechanics of the picking hand. But luckily, because it sounds so cool, it encourages you to practice your picking technique. So we're going to have the index on the 10th, 4th string, and the 3rd at the 12th on the 5th string. And our other open strings, they're just like they have been. So it gets a little bit happier sounding here, I guess. Not too happy, but a little bit happier on the alteration as well. So it should sound a bit like this. So you can do lots of different things with that. Once you learn this pattern, try out some different ones as well. And then onto the alteration, simply put the middle finger at the 11th instead of the index at the 10th. You can leave the index down if you would like. And it's going to sound a bit like this. Don't forget you can put the open first string in as a replacement for the open second string as well. That's pretty cool. And to end off, you can use some natural harmonics, 12th fret. A few around the 3rd and the 2nd first string, 5th fret, 7th, 5th. Actually 7th on the first string too. And an E major chord in the open position. Cool, so I hope you've enjoyed that lesson. There will be more acoustic lessons in the future, so until the next one, bye for now.